Okay, I got you. It's gonna be a smooth process.
So who do I have with me today?
Oh shoot, so you got Kairi Samir. Yeah, so I'm an artist from Philadelphia. Hardworking man. Ain't much else, you know. What you see is what you get.
Okay, so tell me, other than you being an artist, tell me something somebody doesn't know about you.
That everybody doesn't know, or just somebody doesn't know.
Most people.
Most people might not know. I don't know.
Do you have a hidden talent?
I don't really hide anything.
That's beautiful.
You feel me? So I probably had some talents that's untapped that I don't even know that I have because I don't know.
Okay, so question. If you weren't being a wonderful father, a wonderful artist, tell me something that you would be doing. Like an astronaut or
That's a good question.
acrobat, like something.
You know, I always wanted to be, not always wanted to be, but something on my bucket list is do like stand-up comedy. Cause I be funny as shit. Like, and especially like, I don't know. But like when I'm in my comfort zone, that shit just be flowing. I'm hilarious. But it's like, I'm not like that on some, you know, like when I'm out in the world. Now that might be something like that a lot of people don't know. Is I'm kind of goofy. But I don't carry myself as such, like publicly, like on just a regular day. You would think I'm probably very serious, but like, no, I'm very playful. I used to be a lot more playful, but as you get older, you realize life ain't no joke. So you stop laughing as much. But yeah, so that kind of answer, that kind of went back to the first question. I like that. I told you it's gonna be a smooth, we got this. We good.
Okay. Do you feel like you're patient? And if you do feel like you're patient, on a scale from 1 to 10, how patient are you?
I think I'm very patient. At this time in my life, 33, getting ready to be 34. My son will be 16 this summer. I think I'm very patient. Just, even with like the music, you know, you have to understand like it's not gonna be how you want it to be, when you want it to be. And just to have the endurance and the resilience to keep going, that takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of patience. And it's like, yeah, I'm gonna just keep it at that. I think I'm very patient. So to answer your question, I would say I'm a 9 on the patience scale.
Wonderful.
I would say, because you don't have no choice sometimes, most of the time. Like, but it depends. What am I being patient for? Sometimes I don't have patience for certain things.
What's something you don't have patience for?
I'm gonna be honest.
Please do.
If it's a girl I really, really wanna, you know what I mean, take things to the next level, then I ain't talking about in a relationship. I'm just talking about if it's a girl I really wanna have sex with, sometimes I don't have that patience. It's like, if it ain't gonna happen, I gotta keep it moving. It's not with every woman though. It's not with every woman. It's just some like, man, you see what I'm saying?
You gonna cut that part?
I'm just saying.
Next question.
I'm being honest.
What's your guilty pleasure?
Pop music.
Really? You think that's a guilty pleasure?
Yeah, that's good. In my world, that's a guilty pleasure.
I feel like that makes you a better artist because if you're able to find joy in other genres, I think that makes you a better artist.
I think so too, but a lot of people aren't looking at it from the artist perspective. You see what I'm saying? They just looking at it. That's something that I do want to talk about. In our culture, we have this thing where it's like white music, black music. Like, no, music is music. You see what I'm saying? It's like they listen to quote unquote our music with no problem. You see what I'm saying? And in fact, we want them to listen to our music. That's where the money comes. That's where the ticket sells. That's where the merchandise. So why is it different for us? It's like we have to stay. It's like people really expect you to just listen to rap and R&B, and that's it.
What's your favorite pop song?
Man, I can't get into that. I mean, I got a lot of different songs, but one song I really do love is "Hanging by a Moment" by Lifehouse.
How's that go?
Oh man, you trying to get me in my bag? It'd be like, I'm falling even more in love with you. hanging on that. Yeah, it's real popular back in the day. Like, but the thing is, like with pop music, it's only like songs that came out in the late '90s, early 2000s when I was around. Cause I went to white schools when I was a kid, so it was like I heard them a lot. And as I got older, it was like it kind of be nostalgic now. You see what I'm saying? I didn't even really realize I was liking them back then. They just were cool. You would hear them sometimes. But I was still listening to rap and everything, you know. So, but yeah, I would say that's one of my guilty pleasures. That I say, like, yo, this is one of my guilty pleasures. I know that for a fact. That's why I answered it so fast.
I think it's decent. All right, so what's your favorite R&B song?
To answer questions about certain songs would be hard because I have so many that I just love. Like,
what about moods? So if you want to be in a romantic mood, what's your go-to song?
A romantic mood. It's so many. It's so many.
You want me to come back?
Do a different mood.
Okay.
Do a different mood. Not romantic. Let's take a different mood. Try a different mood.
But you know that's my twist. Like,
All right, let me think.
I'm trying to get your all your feelings. All right. What's your favorite season?
Seasons, spring and fall. Spring and fall. I love spring and fall.
Why?
Because in the spring, everything is new. Yeah, like everything is new. Everybody got new attitudes. Everybody happy because it's not cold anymore, right? Everything growing. You hear the birds chirping. Like you hear, like it's just different. Everything is new. And then in the fall, I just like the way the clothes you can wear. Like it's starting to get cold and the colors. Like I like that. All right. Like I don't like spring. I mean I don't like summer and I don't like fall, winter.
They extreme. So it's not like you don't like extreme things.
Exactly. And my birthday is in the summer. I still don't like it.
All right, what's a time you weren't proud of yourself?
A lot of times I wasn't proud of myself. Something I'll look back and say I'm not proud of is how I was as a teenager. I really could have just went the straight path and, you know, be a good student, find my career, whether it's college or going into my career after high school. I'm not proud of that. I'm not proud of that at all. Like the way, just how I was, I didn't.
How were you? If you don't mind me asking.
I was a knucklehead. I was bad. I was trying to just, I was a nigga. Like, for lack of better terms, like, you know, just trying to be a little thug. Just really looking up to the streets, and I ain't even really have to. And, you know, a lot of times that reputation carries on, and you really got to prove yourself to the world that you're not like that, and prove yourself to the people you love and you care about that you're not like that anymore. Because a lot of young boys, they don't realize, like, when you moving like that, if you live, and if you are free, like, people not gonna trust you, people not gonna fuck with you, you're gonna have to deal with a certain level of people. Like even in relationship wise, like you're not gonna see somebody in and out of the system or whatever, in and out of jail all the time with a nice young lady that you know that a lot of people haven't touched or anything. You're gonna have to have like the leftovers. It is what it is.
I will say this to you. At that age, it is very rough. So I feel like everything that you've been through, it made you a better father. Because I think you're an amazing father.
Thank you.
So I feel like you going through that allowed you to be a real testimony to your son.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a whole nother story in itself. That's episode 2. Say no more. Actually, I speak on that in a song I'm about to release called Family Curse, in parentheses. It's called Firstborn, in parentheses, Family Curse. And it's just a song I wrote to and about my son, and just about this whole situation what we've been going through in the past 2.5 years. Yeah, so I do speak on that.
Link to that in the YouTube.
Absolutely.
Yep. All right, next question. What's your dream car?
A yellow Audi SUV. Like, that's not even nothing crazy. It's not even nothing crazy. It's not like a Ferrari or anything like that. But, like, I really want that car. Like, it's a Q8. It's like a yellow with the black interior. That would be crazy. Like, I don't need a Ferrari. Like, we gonna go to the same place. What makes me a good man is I try. I try to be a good man. Like if you get that side of me, I'm very understanding, very respectful. But everybody doesn't get that side of me. So everybody wouldn't say that about me. Everybody doesn't.
So how do you get that?
We gotta go through things together. You see what I'm saying? When you go through it, you grow through it. I'm gonna leave the rest of my answer to another question that I know you're gonna ask. So.
Well, you can see me in the mirror. Okay. I'm bouncing all around. So
You good.
I get, different perspectives. How does a woman spending money on you make you feel? And I'm going to tell you why I put this question in here after you answer.
Okay.
So how does a woman spending money on you make you feel?
It don't make me feel nothing.
Really?
Like, that's not what's gonna get me.
Wait, let me rephrase it.
Mhm.
Would it make you feel less of a man if, say, you couldn't pay your car note
Mhm.
and you couldn't pay for like 6 months and your woman is consistently doing it for you? Would that make you feel any type of way?
As a man, I wouldn't want that to happen.
Why are y'all like
No, because the thing is, you put yourself in a position when your woman is paying. She's not going. After a while, I'm not saying in the beginning, but after a while, she's going to start losing respect for you. Like whether we want to believe that or not, that's like the natural feeling, because a man is supposed to be doing for himself. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So now, granted, we all need help sometimes, but for an extended period of time, that's like you're kind of using her as a crutch. And I think, honestly, I wouldn't allow that, but I think a lot of men who do have women who just do for them and do for them and do for them, it's like you kind of lose yourself, and you kind of lose kind of a respect for her, because she's not holding you to a higher standard. You see what I'm saying? A little bit.
No, I absolutely understand what you're saying. I always see both sides. I ask this question because this is something, like, I'm a spender. I'm a whole, like, trick when it comes to my man. And
That's good, though.
I'm oftentimes in situations where, like, somebody might be in a situation and they need help, but I'm Johnny on the spot because I don't know, like, financially, I'm just really good like that. I always make sure I got everything in order. So I had this gentleman that needed assistance with his rent, car note, but he didn't say anything about it. I could just tell. So I was just doing it, and that really, like, broke us apart. And his mom was like, "You made him feel like less of a man," and I'm like, but that's what you're supposed to do in a relationship. If somebody's down, you help them up.
But how long?
It was only like 3 months.
Maybe the first month was cool, but like, I don't know. Sometimes we gotta.
90 days?
I mean, it all depends on the person, but I think sometimes we gotta just or a woman just has to let a man be a man and figure it out.
That's what he said, but I'm like, why would I allow that, and you gonna be out in the street? I think that's crazy.
That's probably what he need. I don't know.
But he was an ambitious person. That's the only reason why I did it, because he was a hustler. Something just happened. Just one thing went wrong, and then just things went left. So I stepped in. But it's crazy because y'all say y'all want that type of woman, but when it happens, y'all don't know what to do with her.
I don't want that type of woman.
You don't want somebody that's gonna help you when you down?
It depends on what help is. Like, are you helping me live, or are you helping me with certain things where I'm going to be fine on my own? But are you helping me to the point where if I lose you, I'm going to lose myself?
That makes sense.
You see?
But it makes sense how you said it. Absolutely. Like, logically, it makes sense. But that doesn't make sense in a relationship if you're building with somebody and y'all locked in. Because it's going to be times where I might need help. And I get it, I'm a woman, but I don't know. Next question.
It's just different. It's like, I feel like we have to stay in our positions. Like, a man is the man and a woman is the woman. It's like, you see what I'm saying? Like, if a man starts acting like a woman, she's going to get uncomfortable. If the woman starts acting like a man, he's gonna get uncomfortable. It's like we just gotta stay in our positions.
But if you lost your job and I just paid your bills so you got a new job, what's wrong with it?
I mean, everybody's different. Everybody's different.
I'm like, that's crazy.
Everybody's different. I don't know. It's so many.
I think we're accustomed to struggling in our culture.
Mm.
That sometimes when we don't struggle, we don't feel like we obtained it ourselves. And it's like, no, you shouldn't have to struggle. That's why our relationships are the way they are, because we're so stressed out about stupid stuff over there. Whereas if somebody can help you and you don't have to be stressed out about it, why stress yourself out?
I mean,
Don't you feel like we feel like if we didn't do it, if I ain't get it through the mud, and it's like, because I say that all the time. But that's dumb. That's so stupid. I don't know why we like that.
I mean, it might have something to do like just going back to slavery, like, cause that's our culture, and we do have a. It's so don't even get. I mean, if you want to get me started on that, that's gonna be the rest of the interview. That's gonna be the rest of it. So say no more. You already know.
So do you like your woman in sneakers or heels?
Sneakers. I know people be like, "Ray, you don't like? I don't like heels."
Oh God, say sneakers.
For real?
I only know one maybe who's a little older. He said heels, but oh God, say sneakers.
I know some niggas that say heels. I like girls that can throw some boots on, like not to fight, but just you see what I'm saying? But just like you got that side to you, like, all right, if we going somewhere and it's heels, yeah, all right, that's cool. But for the most part, and that might have something to do with my height too. I don't like girls being too taller than me or something like that. I mean, 5'7", like that's my top height. Like,
So what if
I got a top height.
And I know we going, to the side.
You
but
good?
She like 6'1".
That's dead. I'm not.
But what if she is perfect? Like she is
She could be-
everything you ever want to look like. She's sweet. She's funny.
Nope. You too big. It is what it is. Like,
What makes you smile?
seeing people smile makes me smile.
Oh, that's beautiful.
No matter what I'm going through, like, I just love to see people smile. That's part of the reason why I just like to be like, not kind of goofy, not in a way where it's like, I'm gonna start getting, people gonna start clowning me. But it's like a respectful goofy, like, if that makes sense. So that's why because I like seeing people smile. That makes me smile.
What's your favorite book?
Do things out of the ordinary, and out of the ordinary things will happen.
Oh, I like that.
I love that quote.
Well, that might be the beginning. I like that. What's your least favorite character trait in yourself and other people, if it's different?
It would be different. I'll just answer what in other people. Followers, like people who are just afraid to walk their own path, and when they see something, they see clothes, they gotta get that. They hear a new slang term, they gotta use that.
Just not being themselves.
Yeah, like if you being like everybody else, you can't possibly be being like just being yourself. But something I don't like about myself, which let me say, it's plenty of things. It's plenty of things. I'm human. No, I mean, because I'm human. It's plenty of things I love about myself too, but it's things that let's not say I don't like about myself or I hate about myself, but things that I choose that I work on. Yeah, things I work on. Because I'm a work in progress. You feel me? So I'm never like, yo, I'm satisfied. I'm completely satisfied with who I am. But one thing, a lot of times I don't see things all the way through.
Why is that?
Sometimes, let's be honest, it be emotion, like getting upset. It's not going your way.
That makes sense.
You feel me? So that's something. Yep. Is that one of our cool or
You blow me away. You look just like my ex-husband.
Oh, remember we met at the Marshalls? That's why I was the cashier. I remember y'all used to come in.
Wow.
I don't say, yo, listen, I don't look like nobody but my mom and my pop. And that's because I came out of them. I don't look like nobody look like me, man. And my son.
Y'all can look like brothers. You know that.
We could probably be brothers, cousins or something. First cousins. Probably first cousins, I give you that. No, shout out to, I don't want to say little niggas, but the under average height men. Shout out to us, man. Like, short kings? They don't even want, oh, that sound crazy. No, I mean, shout out to the short kings though. Like, yo, we carry. I put on for us, man. I put on for us, man. Yeah. No, you gotta
Your face card never declines. That is one thing about men that are under like 5'10". Cause my son.
You sure about that? There's some ugly niggas there. Niggas be ugly, man.
That's why I was holding my phone. Do you feel like you're a traditional man?
In a sense. Like in a relationship, I would want to be a traditional man. Father, I'm a traditional father. I would say so.
Okay. Top 3 turnoffs.
In a woman?
Just in life.
Period. Well, let's say women, because a man not going to turn me off.
No, but like a scent might turn you off. Like you might smell bananas. I don't know. Anything.
Man, I wish I had time to think about this.
You want me to skip it?
Yeah, let's go back to
All
that.
right, we'll go back to that. Top 3 turn ons. You want me to skip that one too?
I could do that.
Okay.
What's something I like about when I meet somebody? It's like, yo, I like that about you.
Okay.
Honesty. Like, even if it's something that other people don't want to hear, I like that. Style. People that have style, I like that. And people that use their voice, people, outspoken people. That's like something that I like about. When I meet somebody, if I see that, that's something I'm like, yo, that's thorough.
Okay. Tubi or Netflix?
Let's read a book. It's like, nah. I don't, like, when I'm with somebody, I guess Netflix, but I don't, when I'm by myself, neither one. Like, I had somebody come over and she downloaded Tubi on my TV. That was the last time anybody watched that. Like, and she only came once. Like, I hate Tubi. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's just like, what I don't like about Tubi is what I see is just like stereotypical, stereotype shit. And it's like, that burns me out. That's something I don't like. We got 2 more. That's a turn off. People that's a stereotype.
Okay.
Stereotype.
I love how you double back to that.
Yeah, I don't know how that's happening. It's just floating like that though.
But what was I going to say about Tubi? I felt that way about Tubi as well for a long time. My mom used to be like, "Oh, you watch Tubi?" And I'm like, "No, I refuse to." But I started meeting people who were creating movies. So now I'll play it in the background just so they can get more revenue. And
Okay.
I feel like people do the stories because that's all they know. Like music videos. You see a lot of music videos in front of the Chinese store, the Poppy store. But that's what you got access to right now. So imagine if somebody watched your movie and you made like $25K in the first quarter. You're going to get better things. You're going to be exposed to more
Right.
things. So that's why I watch it in the background just so they can make them know.
Got you.
And hopefully
That
it
makes sense.
expands their horizon.
No, that make like you doing your part. I do understand that. I feel that.
So I always try to make this philosophical. But I say too because it's free and I'm cheap. So,
But do they have like the movies that you would want, or don't they have like low budget, or they have everything on there?
they got everything. They got old school movies. They got movies that were released that might not have done well at the box office. They have ones that people made and
Yeah.
But yeah, they have a little bit of everything. Tubi originals. Are you good with finances?
I'm becoming. So, one of the things that I would recommend to everybody is read Rich Dad Poor Dad. I was reading that with my son. I don't know if it registered with him yet. That's to be determined. But it taught me a lot. It taught me a lot. Yeah. So, and have multiple incomes. Take risks. Take risks.
Breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
Dinner.
Why?
I love dinner. Breakfast a lot of
I
times.
always see you cooking though. So is that why you like
Those be mostly dinner. Mostly be dinner.
Yep.
I eat like breakfast be cool sometimes, but in the morning I'm usually moving. So I can't eat like a real breakfast. And lunch, you know, around that time I'm usually moving. Lunch is like, I don't even think we really supposed to eat lunch. I think that's like why a lot of people are you know, overweight, because you're supposed to eat in the morning and at night. Like lunch should be like a little quick something. Like breakfast should be a little quick something. Like eating 3 big meals a day. I don't think we're supposed to do that.
That's interesting. I'm gonna research it because I eat like 6 small meals a day.
Mm-hmm.
That's just because I like to eat.
Yeah.
So I know I can't eat big meals because I don't exercise and I don't get it.
You don't even look like you need to really exercise. Like you probably just take a few walks, a walk a day, and you just gonna stay like that forever.
I hope so.
You been like that forever.
90 and like, yeah, like 30-inch bust down. Can you skate?
Skate, like
Skateboard, regular skate.
I used to when I was a kid. I haven't gone roller skating or ice skating in years. I want to go roller skating though, cause you see that video of Usher? That joint, he made it look real cool. I was like, yo, he from Atlanta. You know that's big down there. That's big, but yeah, I don't know if I still can, but I did when I've been ice skating and rollerblading, not rollerblading or inline and all that stuff. Like, yeah, I used to get skates for Christmas and everything.
Me too. You just confirmed something I wanted to do because I want to do something for the Jets and Roots and have outings. With them. I know that sound corny, but
No, it don't. No, it
I
don't.
want something to take y'all away from work and stress. So I want to do like skating, arcades and stuff. So you just confirmed something I've been thinking about.
That's what's up.
Last question, and then I'm gonna let you promote whatever you need to promote. How do you like to be comforted? Oh, this was juicy. I was hoping that was
What comforts me is
by another person.
right.
Okay.
Right, I got you. Listening. And for real, and listening, and then talking, communicating. Communication comforts me. That's perfect. I like that. Communication comforts me. Like somebody who's not afraid to communicate and that I can communicate with and we understand, that's very comforting for me. Very.
Okay. So, what would you like to promote? What do you have going on? What do you want to talk about? This is all you. And then in 5 minutes, you can ask me one question.
Okay. I mean, I don't really have too much to promote. I just dropped No Easy Way Out 3. That's streaming on all platforms.
Lots to promote.
But that's the only thing, though. Like, I stopped really doing the merchandise. It's just,
It's a lot.
yeah, you know, and you at a whole nother level. Like you know, for absolutely. But yeah, so that's really on me. Like people want to listen to it or not, but it's just videos and everything. You know, I got the 1+1 video. We did the What Am I Doing video. Next, I don't know if I want to do either a song I got called Jimmy or Made Away. But they all on the album. Check that out. I love it. This like some of my favorite. Is this my favorite? Because every time I drop a No Easy Way Out, I say it's my favorite. But with this, I didn't drop an album for 5 years. So.
Why was that, if you don't mind me asking?
So, that's a perfect question for now. So, I came to a place where it's like it wasn't enjoyable anymore. It wasn't enjoyable anymore. It's like it's strictly for business. It's like, no, I don't like this. It's like going to work. It's like I don't like it, but I feel like I have to do it. And I never wanted to rap because I have to do it. You see what I mean? I want to do it when I want to do it. So it's like, that's why I don't really chase the money aspect of it. It's like I don't release songs that I know everybody is gonna like. I could easily write a song I know everybody's gonna like. But my music is more so like a diary. It's like, if you feel it, you really gonna feel it. But if you don't, that's fine. And I came to a place where but it took me some time. Like, I was still writing, still performing, still, like, if you look at my Instagram, you would never know, because I'm posting videos and everything. But that was more so for me to just, that was like in the meantime. That's why I was doing a lot of those videos. That's like, all right, well, I know I love this. You see what I'm saying? I know I love this part of it.
And sometimes people need that just to see a part of you too. So.
Right. You feel me?
That.
Oh, for real. It's like, and so just that along with life, it's like we didn't really talk about my son, but my son, when he turned 13, which was going on 3 years, in July, he'll be 16, so it was 3 years. He just turned to a whole nother person. It's like, he's a teenager, we get it, but some things I just wasn't ready for. I'll just leave it at that. Some things I wasn't ready for. I thought I was ready. I'm like, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. It's like, whoa, I don't know any parent that'll be ready for that. Like, it's just crazy. And it's like, you know, in our culture, we don't respect, you do, but in our culture, we don't respect the black man. We don't, like, for him to act the way he does, like, he would never do it in my face or talk to me a certain way, but just how he acts like he never had that. Like, he doesn't know, he acts so misguided. It's like, Isaiah, you know exactly what to do, but when when he's around his peers, a lot of them probably don't have anybody telling them. So he like, yo, I don't want to hear that from you. Go ahead. I want to go live with my mom. Like, but it's just like, I say that's the last thing I sing in the song. I said, every action. And matter of fact, I'm gonna do the hook real quick. So the song I was telling you about, called Firstborn, parentheses, Family Curse, the hook goes, I understand you a teenager, sometimes you talk back and get an attitude. I understand all that. And coming home later than you were supposed to, probably catch you with a girl trying to get to know you. I understand getting in fights when they approach you. Certain things any parent should expect to go through. But what I don't get is why you will ruin your own life. Every action got a consequence. You pay your own price, son. So, yeah, it's like we dealing with, little kids, little problems. Big kids, big problems. He used to be. But I don't think if you say that to him, I think that's like what triggers him to act like, no, I'm not sweet. You see what I'm saying? And he's not no tough guy or anything like that. He's just like, he just thinks he's bad. He thinks he's bad. It's like, Isaiah, nobody who goes that route, and like after a while, everybody just wishes, if they have the opportunity, everybody wishes they can go back. Like, that's how we started this interview. Just how we started this interview. We wish we can go back and be like, no, I shouldn't have been doing it. Because you worried about a small percentage of people. You worried about what they think. And a lot of them, if y'all remain friends, that's probably not. But a lot of them, and that type of moving like that, you're gonna be completely honest, they're not gonna be alive. They're not going to be free. Let's be completely honest. So it just hurts to see my son have to go through that, knowing what it comes with. But it's all good. It's all good.
I know nobody wants to hear that when they're going through something. But
I got it. I got it right here. I got this tattoo when I was 17 years old.
What is that?
This too shall pass. So, and it goes both ways. It's like a Bible scripture, but it goes both ways. A lot of people just look at that as negative, like, oh, the bad things are going to pass. But it goes both ways. It's like, yeah, the bad things will pass. So get your lessons, get the knowledge you need to get from it, and understand that this is just it's a season. It's not going to last. But it also goes the other way. When things are good, appreciate it, because it's not going to last forever. This is going to pass as well. So it's like life is just a roller coaster. It's just ups and downs. You just got to keep pushing through.
That's so dope. Last thing.
Uh-huh.
One question for me.
One question for you. I wish I had time to think about this question though, cause this is deep. No, this is deep, cause you move so different than the average woman, and I'm not flirting with you. I'm just being completely honest with you, for real. Like you just, for you like just to even build this platform and Jensen Bruce, like it's kind of like for us. Like you see what I'm saying? It's like FUBU Part 2, like.
That's crazy, because I was like, for him by her. And I was like, what does that sound like? I was like, what sound like food?
Right.
That's crazy.
That's not a bad one though. I like that. Maybe you should get that like on a shirt, even like it is Jensen Bruce, but just get that on a shirt.
Yeah.
Ew.
Because I was going to separate the podcast from Jensen Bruce, but I'm trying to like merge them so you associate the two.
Got you.
But yeah, I like that.
So.
That's decent. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, what made you, that's the question I want to ask. What made you want to push so hard for the black man? Like, you push harder for us than a lot of us push for ourselves.
Ooh, that's just my personality, for one. Two, that's been my whole relationships. That's so crazy. That's why I asked you that question about how do you feel about a woman spending on you. I've learned that a lot of men don't have good moms or moms in the house at all, and that blew my mind because you always think the mom has the kid, and that you show me every day. No, you had your son. Like you got pictures when he was just a little kid. So.
Right.
And even when I met you, you always said, "Oh, my son, my son, my son."
That's when he was my pride and joy.
And he still is.
No, he ain't.
Yeah, yes, he is.
Look, I love my son, but he ain't my pride and joy no more.
Because in the back of his head, he's like, "Hey, my dad did tell me that." And a lot of people can't. I couldn't say that when I was coming up.
Yeah, I couldn't say that.
Yeah. So either way, so back to the question. I did it because sometimes y'all don't know like how decent y'all are, and I feel like instead of saying, "Oh, men ain't this and that, men ain't this and that," let's give them a reason to be something. Because if somebody's always going to push you down, why would you want to be great? If somebody's telling you that you're not going to do it, you're going to start to believe that you can't do it.
Right.
Especially if someone's like, "Oh, black women are the most educated and we don't need you and this and that." Why would y'all stand up to the occasion? Like it just logically don't make sense. So I'm like, if I want to see a change, I have to be the change. So it just makes sense for me to do this. Because I don't want my daughter to have to feel like she's turning from us because she wants to be great. And what I mean by that is like she is in a top 5 college, and a lot of people there don't look like her, but I know she craves to be with a man that looks like her,
right,
like from her background. So, and I'm not gonna say crave, like that's all she do.
I got you.
When she gets older,
right,
I know she wants that, and I don't want her to have to feel like she's settling. So in order to make sure
doing your part,
y'all rise to the occasion, I gotta let y'all know y'all love. If I might not love y'all romantically, I know a lot of guys think that. When I say that to them, they're like, "Oh, yeah, she want me." No, this is just my heart. And this is who I am. I'm like a big mama. Like I just love.
And that's what's up.
I just love y'all.
And we need it. We need that. Like we need more of that.
Y'all so good.
We appreciate it.
Y'all so talented. Y'all so handsome. Y'all so like fast and strong. And smart. Like y'all are.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you. And a lot of times we forget that. You see them because in this world, it's easy to forget that. It's easy to forget how great we are as black men in this world. Like that's why my son is where he is going through what he's going through. He's forgetting he's a king. Like you're not what they tell you are with these songs and all that. And that's another thing. Like we gotta stop eating what they feed us. It's like put it like this. If somebody put a spoon in front of you and was like, "Yo, eat this," you would inspect it. You would be like, "What are you giving me?" But when it comes to the music we listen to and the TV, we just, because they give it to us, we don't even be like, "Oh, what am I really listening to? What am I really watching?" You see what I'm saying? And we gotta, all that shit, it's poison. And that's why our community is the way it is. It's like,
I need a song about poison.
The
food from you.
Okay. Hold on. So what you need? Let's elaborate. So you need a song about how what we take in is poison?
Yes, eat our food. Music. Stereotypes. TV. A lot. So everything you touched on, I need to hear that from you because that was
There we go.
So
There we go.
people can listen to it because you are an amazing human. I've known you for what? I want to say I know you for like 20 years, but I think I'm exaggerating.
No, but I was like 19, so it's been like 14 years, 14, 15 years. Yeah, yeah. I was just coming out. I was trying to figure this world out.
That's crazy. And we've been close ever since.
We've been cool, yup.
Just supporting.
Yep, yep.
I love it.
Yeah.
I appreciate you for coming.
I appreciate you. You got that. You got a good spirit. Like you the type of people I like. I like people like you. All right. I like people like you. So it's for real. So I don't know, but
But how you want to end it? Last sentence.
yeah. I mean, no easy way out. Grind that shit out. Ain't no cutting corners, no shortcuts. You're gonna realize you ain't make it out. Grind. That's what it is.